However, this is 96 number class of Oxford College, English second part, right form of verb. This is a fundamental part of English. If we want to know the right form of verb, we should know many things of our English grammar. Like, at first we have to know the tense. Then we also should have knowledge about the sentence. And then we also should have some knowledge about transformation. At first we would like to know what is right form of verb. The right form of verb means the correct form of verb according to the sentence and tense. If we are not capable to find out the tense and sentence properly, we can't we can bring the right form of a verb. So we have to know about tense, then sentence, then transformation, and we also have a lot of part to discuss here. We would like to start from tense. And what is tense? If anyone asks you, you will tell that tense is a thing that shows the time. So, we would like that. There are three types of tense. Number one, present tense. Then two, past tense. And then three, future tense. What is present tense? In brief, you can say present tense means the present form of verb. What is past tense? You can say in short, past tense means the past form of verbs. And then if anyone asks you what is future tense, that time you have to tell that future tense must have shall and will with MVB. That means main verbal base form or very form of verb. However, we have to know the present tense. Every tense contains four. So there are four types of present tense. If we want to discuss the indefinite, then continuous, then perfect, and then perfect continuous. And what is indefinite? Indefinite is a basic part of tense where the structure may go subject plus V1, or you can say present form of verb, then plus object. You also can write complement, you also can write extension. Both the three are different according to the discussion. And then if we want to discuss about the continuous tense, the subject plus am oblique is oblique are plus MVB plus ing plus object or extension. And then if you would like to write present perfect tense, you have to write like this: subject plus have oblique has plus V3, or you may write past participle form of verb plus object oblique complement oblique extension, and then present perfect continuous tense, you have to write subject plus have oblique has plus MVB plus ing plus object oblique extension plus since oblique for plus extension. As this is the first class of English second part, and we have already completed 25 class on English first part, would like to discuss the simple tense that you have already learned in your high school level. This is very simple matter, but we have to know and learn properly those that structure. Look, the student, I have written subject V1 present form of verb plus object oblique complement oblique extension. You may learn in your high school or secondary school level that most of the teacher may teach you the subject V1 present form of verb plus object or extension, and they may say that both the thing that comes the ending part of the sentence are same, but those are not same. The object, what is object? Object means a work that may be done by the subject. What is complement? Complement is a thing that normally means like that. It shows the relation with subject and the object, or that is called complement. Like that, we can bring a example of subject of object, that I tries. Here, I is a person that can do the work of eating. So, I tries, I subject, eat main verb, V1, and then rice is object. And then if you want to write the example, I am a student of intermediate level. That moment you cannot write this in this structure. Why? Because I is a subject, this is correct. Am is a verb, that is called mainly linking verb. However, I am a student of intermediate level. Here, the student of intermediate level is the complement of I. You can write also that MD Maruf is the lecturer of Dr. Afsaruddin College. Here, MD Maruf is the lecturer of Dr. Afsaruddin College, and Maruf carries another structure of, Maruf carries another complement of as a lecturer of Dr. Afsaruddin College. So, we have to learn both the structure are not same. So here, subject is definite to us, and already we have discussed the linking verb and object complement extension. And here, if we want to say the extension is equal like object and complement, no. If we want to bring an example like that, I live in a village. Here, I is a subject, live is a verb, and in a village, it is not an object. The object means the work can be done by the subject. Yeah, in a village is a condition where we live. This is not my work. Like that, I tries. This is not my identification. Like Maruf is the lecturer of Dr. Afsaruddin College. Those are not like this. So, we have to know object, complement and extension. Both the three things are not same. We discussed, we learned from this. And here, present form of verb. I have written here present form of verb. Present form of verb is a kind of verb that may take any kinds of affix. Like that, it may take S, yes, IS. If the subject become third person singular, number. So if we want to know an example like that, Mr. Karim in a bracket go to college regularly. Here Mr. Karim is a third person singular number, so it will take yes. So the right form of verb will be here. Mr. Karim goes to college, not go to college. But if it become first person, I go to college, so the verb will be equal like this, because this is not a third person singular number, so it won't be able to take any kinds of affix with it. And then with the present indefinite tense, we learned those types of things, because with the present form of verb, sometimes if the subject becomes third person singular number, we may need some affix. The affix may be s, es or ies. According to many students, you may have any question about this, that how can we learn and how can we identify where should we use s, es or is. In normal description, it has many rules. In normal description, if you find any word that is any verb like that, like cry, C-R-Y, cry, you have to know that, cry, C-R-Y. In this verb, if you want to add an affix, if you want cries, it will be incorrect. If you want cry, it will be incorrect. What is correct? The correct is C-R-Y, so I-E-S. Why? If the word ends with Y and before it comes any kinds of consonant, that moment the Y will be silent, and in the place of Y we should write IES. This is the rules of writing IES. This is the should of writing IES. So YES, IES, S or yes. And then if we want to write a single word like look, and then we should use only S. Why? Because there is a single affix in these rows. There is no Y before the ending word. In this way, there are many rules. Here we should discuss in next class. However, we should finish the sentence, 4 tense today. And then present continuous tense. Present continuous tense is a form of tense where subject am, is, are plus MVB plus ing plus object plus extension. You may tell me that most of the book they are not like that. Mool verb present form, that means MVP. You may see that there may write MVP or MVB. What is the difference between MVB and MVP? MVB denotes us main verb base form, the base form of main verb, and MVP the present form of main verb. There are many differences with the present form of main verb and base form of main verb. We would like to teach you like that. Do and does. Do is the base form of verb. What? The base form and also present form. And present does only present form, not base form. Why? Because do is base form and present form. Present form means this is the present form of verb, and base form means the verb which won't take any affix. Which won't take any affix. So do doesn't take any affix, and it also like that. If we want to say does, the does is with affix. The does is with affix, and here we cannot write a sentence like that. I am doing the work. So we cannot write this. And this is the right form of verb. If we want to add ing in continuous tense with any kinds of verb, that moment we have to write with the base form of verb. We should add ing with the base form of verb. And here you may ask me, how can we identify this is the present continuous tense? There are many short technique to identify present continuous tense. Like that you may write, you may identify it as the present continuous tense to read the sentence, and like that you also can get some simple adverbial words like now, at present, at this moment. Those also help you to know identify the present continuous tense. However, present continuous tense is a tense which will give you the continuous meaning, and it will be helpful to you. Like we should go and another tense, present perfect tense. Subject plus have oblique has plus V3 or verb past participle, subject plus complement extension. Like that, you may ask me that here we haven't written complement. In present continuous tense, in the structure, none can use the complement because it is very difficult to bring an example with a complement. The complementary example is always tough because this is not possible. So we should not write structure in this way, and we have already written this. And present perfect tense is a tense that will catch the 100% catch the V3 of verb. That means past participle of verb. Past participle of verb like this. We should see the example. He has seen me. Here, has is the agent of or helping verb of present perfect tense. So we have to write this. We have seen. He has seen me. He has seen me here. Subject have oblique has. Here third person singular number takes the has. Then V3 of see. That means past participle of see, seen, and me. So this is the present perfect tense. So if we get the same tense, we should keep in mind that the perfect tense must keep the have verb as a helping verb. The perfect tense must keep have verb as a helping verb. If it becomes the present form of verb, have or has, it will be present perfect. If it becomes the past form of verb, had, it will be past perfect. And if the have comes with shall or will, it will be future perfect. However, the main verb of the perfect tense will be past participle. And then present perfect continuous tense. And present perfect continuous tense, you may write just still now. And since for an extension, this is the extra part of the sentence. You may not write this, but in the necessary of learning, we also should know this. Here, if anyone say that, আমি সকাল থেকে তোমার জন্য অপেক্ষা করতেছি, you must have to say that, use that since and from. And if anyone say that, আমি অপেক্ষা করিতেছি, I am waiting for you. So if we want to translate any form of Bangla into English, and with the Bangla, if comes any kinds of time, that moment it becomes perfect continuous. So here we should write this since for plus extension. Most of the book I have seen the structure becomes silent. It ends with this. But if we want to translate it, there is a mistake. However, so have oblique has plus been plus MVB plus ing plus object oblique extension, the since oblique for plus extension. Mainly, if we want to write just still this, we can write it in English sentences. If we don't want to translate anything, Bangla to English, English to Bangla, we shouldn't learn this. You cannot use this. But if you get any kinds of Bangla and then want to translate into English, that moment you must need the structure. So present perfect continuous tense is a tense which is a simple part that shows the length of time, that how much time you are spending to do the work. And in this structure, you may ask me, where is perfect and continuous? And prove me how it becomes perfect and continuous. So the perfect and continuous means, perfect means have and has, and continuous means been. So using have and has, you must have to bring the participle form of verb. So been is the participle form of verb. How? Like this, be was oblique or been. So been is the past participle form of verb of be. So have has, after have has we have used been. So been is the past participle form of verb. So after have and has we have gotten been in perfect completed. And after be verb we have already gotten MVB ing. This is the structure or characteristics of continuous. So this is perfect and this is continuous. Its name perfect continuous. Okay? I think you have understood all the classes and you should practice it more and more. If you have any problem, that moment you should try your best to read more and more, and then if you are not able or capable to understand the class, that moment you may come to me to make it clear, or you may text me, or you may phone, or you may take help of other. However, I think this is very simple class, but if we want to elaborate the class, it will be very large. And I think you are clear. If you have any question, you can ask me. I think you haven't any question. So we would like to close the class. And then Allah Hafiz, we will see you again in next class.